In this question here, I have a right angle triangle and I have to find the missing angle y. I know it's not going to be Pythagoras because Pythagoras doesn't deal with angles. So it's going to be trigonometry. So I'm going to write down my SOHCAHTOA trig ratios. For my next step, I have to label up the triangle. The side opposite the right angle is my hypotenuse. The side opposite my angle is my opposite. And the side next to the angle is my adjacent. And then I say, which sides do I have or which sides do I want? Well, I have my adjacent and I have my opposite. And I have to see which trig ratio uses A and O. If I look at the first one, that's got O and H, that's no good. The second one has got A and H, that's no good. The third one has got O and A, so I'm going to use TOA. Again, if I think of it as a triangle, I know I want to find the angle. So if I cover up the T for tangent, it's going to be the opposite divided by the adjacent. So if I write that out, the tangent of the angle y equals my opposite, which is 32 millimeters, divided by 46 millimeters. But that gives me the tangent of y. I don't want the tangent of y, I want y. I have to do the inverse tangent on both sides. So that becomes y equals tan to the power minus 1, that's the inverse tangent of 32 over 46. So I just put that into the calculator, and that gives me y is 34.8 degrees, because remember you're looking for an angle, to 3 significant figures. Here's a couple of questions for you to have a go at. Press pause and we'll run through them in a few seconds. For the first question, we have to find angle RPQ. That's this angle here. Because we're finding an angle, we know it's not going to be a Pythagoras question, it's going to be trigonometry. So again, I write my trig ratios and I label my sides. The one opposite the right angle is my hypotenuse, the one opposite my angle is my opposite, and the one next to my angle is going to be my adjacent. I then say, which sides do I have or which sides do I want? I have my opposite and I have my adjacent. The trig ratio with opposite and adjacent is going to be TOA. Because I'm going to be looking for the tangent of the angle, that's going to be my opposite 4 divided by my adjacent 10. But that gives me the tangent of my angle. I don't want the tangent of the angle, I want the angle RPQ. So I have to do the inverse tangent, tan minus 1 of 4 over 10. If I put that into the calculator, I get 21.8 degrees to 3 significant figures. For the second one, I've got to find angle X. Again, I label up my triangles first. So I've got my hypotenuse, I've got my opposite and my adjacent. I have my hypotenuse and I have my adjacent. So the trig ratio with A and H in it is going to be K. So I know that the cos of my angle X is going to be my adjacent divided by my hypotenuse. So it's going to be 8.2 divided by my hypotenuse, 10.6. That gives me the cos of X. So to find X, I've got to do the inverse cos of 8.2 over 10.6. And if I put that into the calculator, I get 39.3 degrees to 3 significant figures.